All right. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be ready here. First game of the evening, which starts a lot later than it really should. But it's only 2 games tonight, the first of which is Dignitas and HellRaisers. How do you feel, Samler?
2 matches, man.
Yeah.
2 matches tonight for the EPL. But this is due to the World Championship.
Yeah.
You got a lot of teams, you got a lot of players that are being split up right now that are heading all over to Serbia to compete in the World Cup. So, you know, just means that it's going to be a little bit trickier to get the schedule down, but it still means that we've got a good couple of matches, actually, because SK is going to be playing versus Fnatic tonight as well. And they have to have a stand-in because Pronax isn't there.
Ooh. It's going to be interesting. Could they get Puff, maybe? Could that be a thing? Please, make it happen. Look, yeah, I mean, over in Serbia, they've got Vendetta, they've got YNK over there as well, which is super exciting.
Dude, they've got
happy
a lot,
about it.
Yeah, a lot of people there. It's a big crew.
This is the current standing in this particular league here, the ESEA Pro League, and Fnatic are on top, but, you know, Na'Vi, TSN, they're not really far of Envy, neither. It's all, you know, on the top there, a little bit close right now. Dignitas have actually been doing very well for themselves. Looks like they were about yesterday to lose to Mouse Sports on Cobble, but then they sort of brought it back in overtime and actually ended up winning anyway. So good job on Dignitas right now. 3-1, pretty good result for them at the moment, I think.
That was despite Chris J's best efforts as well. I mean, he had an AWP ace, he was just hitting shots, and he did everything that he possibly could, and it just wasn't enough in the end.
Yeah, they had some sick rounds like that, and obviously 7th to last place obviously is a little bit more tough for some of the teams, including one of them that will be playing tonight in SK. They're 0-6 and they're playing Fnatic tonight. Man,
HellRaisers as well, 1-3. Basically, the other side, they've just gone through a roster change as well, so that's something that we'll get to talk about a little bit as the players join up onto the server. Because
hashtag new HellRaisers, hashtag new Simple,
hashtag new Simple. Simple's back, bro.
Tac hash.
What would you call it? What did you call it? Hagtash?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I said weird things.
It's like succotash. But yeah, I mean.
But yeah, I mean, you're right. That whole lineup has changed, picking up Oscar and Stiko as well.
Yeah.
So that should be very interesting. You know, Stiko, I'm not 100% sure I'm sold on that. Oscar, I'm very excited about.
Oscar.
Yeah.
He's looking really good.
He's an interesting player. So
and I mean, I guess apparently, like, this is all due to the players actually playing now more, like getting these mixed matches going on. You start to know more about the talent and all that.
FPL,
exactly.
All that stuff.
Exactly, yeah, that's it. And this JW actually gave the shout out as well, where he's like, I don't think you know, Oscar would have been picked up if it weren't for that, right?
It could well be. I mean, it's an interesting thought, isn't it? That the sort of the top of the pro scene, that the reason that some people ascribe to why the European scene, you know, it's like a step ahead of every other scene, is because they've had this one Facebook group where all the teams will go and ask for scrims against the top teams. So it's been really easy if you are like in the top 10 or 12, you can go and like find other top teams to practice against. And I mean, this is kind of like that, only now it's not just a team-based thing. It's just like if you're a decent player, you could get a chance to play and maybe someone will notice you.
That's exactly it, right? Now, all of a sudden, instead of it being mixes where it's very, you know, old boys club. I mean, it still is kind of old boys club. It's kind of weird in a way because, well, there are certain criteria you have to meet, but one of them is like you have to be on a team. Yeah. You know, and this is the main thing. Like if you have a team and you're competing in a league, then you can play, much to my chagrin, because all I want to do is play that league and I can't play it.
Oh, isn't Taz like one of the officers in this one?
Yeah,
Couldn't
like,
you, like
Taz, Olaf, come on, bros.
I feel like bribing Taz would be the easiest thing in the whole world. I think we can manage that.
We could probably figure something out.
I think there's a way through.
Just get a stuffed animal, you know.
Yeah, you know, we'll come up with something. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Could make for the next scandal. We're right here, you know.
Well, we'll get the Room on Fire team together. It's that simple.
Buy our way into FPL.
Yeah. We have a team, guys.
Yeah. We have skins. So
team. Yeah.
Think about it, Taz. We are going to head into the game here. It's going to be HellRaisers and Dignitas on train. Best of 1 game. And this is the ESEA Pro League, of course. We are just missing our last couple of players. Now we should be good to go. It's not far off, really. I mean, Dignitas, what do you think? Are they going to continue their success here tonight? Or are they, I mean, playing against a team like HellRaisers, sure, they're a new team and that's a bit of a problem for them, but, you know, that's Simple playing in Oscar as well, and it's like, Dignitas will have almost no idea what they're doing anyway.
Yeah, I think it's going to get a little bit, it's going to get a little hairy on this one. I'm hoping that we see the same form from ESEA as well that we saw yesterday, where he was just going ham, like getting headshots everywhere. Him and Kirby, like, it seemed like everybody had their shining moment on Dignitas, but ESEA in particular, he just continues to do crazy work for Dignitas. So now we're going to match him up versus Simple, basically. I think he's kind of the equivalent. It's like ESEA and Pimp. It's going to be versus, you know, Simple, basically. Simple and And actually, I guess it's going to be like Simple and Oscar, because it's kind of hard to place, you know, who's going to be that top heavy hitter apart from Simple on HellRaisers right now. Just because Angel and Kucher, both of them have, like, Angel's, we saw at the qualifiers at Stockholm that, you know, he was looking good on an individual level. He had some close moments, Kucher as well. But, you know, they aren't like the consistent heavy fraggers that you're looking for, right? So I think a lot of that weight is going to come down to these new players on the roster, Oscar, Stico, like, we have to look to them now to actually, you know, carry that flag and let Angel and Kucher just focus on the calling.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I won't mind if Angel's doing a little bit of entry fragging, because he's been sort of fairly successful doing that in the past. But you're right, some of the hard carrying should probably be dealt to some of those newer players who are obviously very hungry for it as well. I am curious to see, I mean, the way that Oscar sort of made an impact in some of those games that we were casting.
Oh, you're right.
Maybe even going quite a bit back. What?
Thanks to Svetolga. I totally forgot. Simple is still ESL banned.
Oh,
so
yeah, you're right. He is. He's not going to be playing. That's some good information, actually. I forgot all about that. I was caught up in the excitement of having Oscar and Simple in the same team.
Right.
And it leads into this point that I was about to make. I was about to say, are they going to be stepping on each other's toes if they play together? Because they are sort of occupying somewhat similar roles. So, you know, there's hardly even enough room on one team for one Simple. You know, if you have, like, one Simple and then like Balkan Simple on the team, it's going to be really tough. I don't know what Oscar is like as a person, but his play style is also sort of can be very aggressive with the AWP, very out there as well. So you know, if you have two people like that on the team, is it going to work? Could Fnatic work with two JWs? It might be too much.
Might be too much. But I think that there's going to be a little bit more restraint on HellRaisers. You know, I don't know if they're going to give Oscar as much of a free reign.
They might not.
I mean, they might still be going for Simple on the not on the AWP, having him on the rifle like they had for Stockholm as well. I mean, they might have been limited by that, and Simple might have been a little miffed, you know, because they had to have Mo using the AWP, or it seems like that was his primary thing, just because he's not going to have that impact with the rifle. So Simple decided, or probably Angel basically said, you know, Simple, we need you to rifle. And Simple, it wasn't like that was a big knock to his game either. He still did great work with the rifle. I'm imagining now that if they're bringing him back, that they'll have that double op in the cards, that they can bust that out at times. But I think Simple should be the primary opper.
Yeah, it makes the most sense, really. Try and just get him to shock and awe the other team and make it really hard to you know, play against. It's a bit rough when you run into that kind of craziness that Simple brings to a game. We'll see. Who are we missing at the moment? We've always got the manager playing. I'm assuming he's not going to be here. Other than that, it's Kucher, Oscar, Angels here. This might be Simple. Who knows? I'm not exactly sure.
This is when...
Is he trying to cheat his way in?
You know, when you're starting to play against players, too, it's like, okay, who am I actually playing against right now? Quick, check the Steam profile. What are his past names? Like...
there's everybody.
Well, I mean, if LMBT is going to step in for Simple, that's going to be crazy because he's the coach.
Yeah. And
so
it
does seem like...
Lambot, I think it is, right? I think LMBT is like short for Lambot. We can just call him LMBT.
LMBT for now. That's a safe one because I know that at least. But I mean, who the hell is best team ever? Is that Cooch?
No, it's not Cooch. He's
not
there.
Cooch. That must be Stico.
Stico then, I'm guessing.
That must be Stico.
We're just assuming at this point. Somebody tweet us and tell if we're right or wrong, but we're just assuming it's Stico. It's going to be HellRaisers and Dignitas playing each other here in a best-of-1 game. It will be on train for the ESEA Pro League. Amanda's with me is Senmer. It's going to be HellRaisers starting on the CT side and Dignitas get a chance to start on the terrorist side. And we'll see what they could do. MSL picking up a Tech 9, but no armor. So not really the full raid boss mode here. And apart from that, they actually do have 2 smokes, and even putting one of them out here in the courtyard, Pip still has another one to go down Ivy. And look at this push coming out from HellRaisers right now into B Halls. They had 3 players on B start off strong, and then LMBT, he's going to be leading the charge into Pop Dog. This is going to be really dangerous for Dignitas because they're going to have this strong offense. A whole wall, basically, of HellRaisers players are going to be here to greet Team Dignitas as they make their way out from Ivy. LMBT coming around the corner, dropping Schneider, and Oscar's going to get a kill as well. So now it's all down to AC, who has picked up a triple kill and is looking for a little bit more. He's got the health for it as well. Getting shot in the back, and Angel's going to land that kill. So now it is all on Kirby here. 1 versus 2, trying to see if he can make it work. Could have been a kill easily enough there. That was only 5 health left on that player, but the other kill is going to be significantly more tricky, and he's coming in with a good timing. Instant headshot here in about 45 seconds. Maybe he still doesn't know, and he's lost the bomb. He's lost bomb control. Yeah, but he's playing the long con here. Yeah. He's going to try and wrap all the way around and trick Angel.
Holy hell, he's going to have so little time. He's got to be just banking on the kill right now.
Yeah, I think so. He's just hoping that Angel will be looking the wrong way.
And Angel, I love this as well. Angel, he's cutting off angles, so he's making sure that, okay, if you want to come through connector, if you want, he's just closing off these angles so that he can't get caught off guard, so that there's no real way to backstab him, and he's already watching the way into the back as well. So Angel will be prepared. As soon as Kirby comes around this corner, it's going to be real tough for him. Unless he can just hit the perfect headshot, but no, timing works out for Angel. Comes back around that corner, gets 2 kills in the pistol round, and all of the time used there in that pistol. HellRaisers, they will win it.
Yeah. What's really confusing is MSL was making his way in this way while 3 people from Dignitas were pushing this way, and Kucha, he got caught in the middle right here, which means he should have been dead instantly. Now, he got the kill on MSL, but the other people pushing back here, they didn't really do anything. They were just like slowed down. So either MSL was too quick, or there was some sort of miscommunication. They should have been able to do more then, I think.
Well, we gotta say thanks to Twitter, Anders, as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently we're blind, and the names are written on their profile pics. So that is Stako.
All right, fair enough then. MSL trying to put a couple of shots through. It's all good. Oh yeah, the names are. I have no idea. I will blame something.
Thanks, Twitter.
Yeah, we appreciate that. That's why we need you guys do some of that detective work.
See, if just 4 eyes aren't enough, guys, we need all you guys too. We need your help.
That's very smart. That means they can call themselves whatever they want, and we will always more or less know.
Yeah, this is it might be even think about it for ESL, where it's like apparently that's his ESEA account name. So, you know, you're stuck with that name. Just like Freeze, right? He's got that Forest Bambi thing going on. You know, now we know. No doubt about it. And, you know, there's no doubt as well that LMBT's going to do some damage here with that MP9. Picks up 2 kills with it. Schneider and AC still alive, and they're going to get wrapped on. But look at this. Actually, they managed to get 2 kills and bring it back to a 2-on-3. AC's got an M4 now, and he gets another kill.
Schneider gunning for it here. Still 8 bullets left running. Going to get the headshot on Oscar, and now it's all going to be on Stiko. He goes down to AC. And they let go of a round where they get 2 entry frags, so there's only 3 people left there with the Tech 9s, and they still lose it. That is not acceptable. Anders is not happy.
Anders is not pleased. He does not approve.
No.
And okay, Scout, yeah, force buy. You're in a double eco situation. You have to force buy. So HellRaisers, they aren't going to try and play. They're not going to try and play for, you know, the long game or anything like that. They just want to get right back into it.
Ooh. MSL. That, I'm pretty sure, is the jump throw script in play there.
Well, then, for sharing MSL.
Well, you know, it's still legal. Nobody has said anything about it, so that's just how it works. MSL picking up 2 good kills there. Lots of people, by the way, use that script, and why shouldn't they?
Yeah, no. I mean, everybody jumps off of bridges as well, you know.
Well, Pimp going to be the last man standing here, and he's got a chance, like 1 bullet on either player, and he will have done it. And not going to happen with the coach here. LMBT picking up 3 kills with the Scout, shutting them down, and Dignitas getting slowed down out of this courtyard area here, and ends up dropping to the Scout, so that's a bit of a shame.
That looked just so chaotic, right? MSL, he's just turning left and right, and he keeps finding a target every time. There are people everywhere out there. It's just chaos.
I, by the way, have actually done some research to try and figure out, like, if there is any league at all in which the jump script is not allowed, and I haven't found one yet. So I've even employed people to, like, help me, you know, find it. I can't find a league where someone has, like, specifically said it's not allowed. So
yeah,
it is allowed everywhere.
Yeah. Just, you know, it comes down to how you want to look at the game. That's all, you know. It's like, I'm sure a lot of people did research as far as like steroids and stuff. You know, maybe that's not allowed, but. I mean, I'm sure they even employed people, Anders, you know, to you know, are steroids?
A couple of lawyers, see if there's any loopholes. I didn't hire any lawyers, I have to admit.
Let's ask Armstrong.
Whoosh. Pimp. Gonna go down there.
No, Dig. Alright, Schneider. Gotta work on that Dig play. He got a tag. He got a tag on the Kucher. Okay. But there it is. Oh, I thought he got that jump. But okay, Oscar gets it in the end. Nicely done.
Yeah, pretty good stuff there.
Alright.
So I don't know why people are hating on Armstrong so much. I mean, I don't think steroids help him get to the moon, really. I think it's cool.
Oh, zing.
5th round is coming up, and Dignitas, you know, that should have been their big, you know, comeback into the first half here. Yeah. Win that big round with the Tech 9s, and then they, I don't know what they're doing now.
Yeah, they're going to get stripped of all their titles. It's just, this is not easy for them at all. especially when you need all the T rounds you can get on train. Even, oh my god, that monster nade. Pimp, one nade, down to 6 HP, and then they walk right into Stuco. Picks up 2 kills. Now it's going to be down to the remaining 3 here for Dignitas. Oscar's up close with the Dig, just annihilates MSL. And that was a very quick round indeed. No time wasted on Dignitas' side. They weren't trying to pace themselves or anything. They just wanted to get that round over with.
Well, 4-1, 6th round coming up finally. It's time to buy for Dignitas again, and I mean, it's a bit weird. They lose the pistol in the following round with Tech9s, then they have to play a bunch of more rounds where they don't really get anything done, so yeah, it's into the 6th round before they can really sort of have a normal looking buy. Pimp with the AWP was yet to kill anybody.
Yeesh.
2 deaths away from being Agent Pimp here.
Keep in mind that yesterday, I mean, that's such a weird start for Pimp as well, because yesterday he was the man doing a lot of work for Dignitas. He was top fragging on Cobble, just wrecking people, and so to see him at 0-5, that doesn't bode well for Dignitas. You need Pimp to be hitting shots. You need him to have a strong start on the map. And now there it is. Pimp gets legged, 16 HP. There was a man there with the rifle, but what happened? Yeah,
weren't able to pick up the kill, sadly, or even do the damage. There was Schneider down there to help him out, so a bit of a shame. Stico is pushing forward, and Kirby is right around the corner, looking to see if he could get anything done. He's got the AK, but he gets crouched in on and can't exactly land the spray right there, so now he's sort of stuck in this corner. Needs a little bit of help maybe to get out.
That is really clever play by Stuco. The fact that he knows the angle that Kirby's going to hold, and so he starts crouching just as he gets into that angle. So Kirby, that split second where he has to readjust his aim. That's all. It's all details. Devil in the details there. This is just going to be a fake play though onto the B site now from Dignitas. They're throwing some nades out there, trying to get HellRaisers to rotate over. And Stico's going to be he's going to be like the linchpin here for HellRaisers because he's up in sniper. He's here to deny that plant while the rest of his team went to check on B.
A nice shot from Oscar there. Stico, you're right, still up here in a long-range spray. Finally connects. That took a long time there. Still alive, and looks like, in spite of the fact that they did have a really heavy rotate towards that B bomb site, they're in a fine spot here, HellRaisers. A little bit of a kill from Schneider, but that is going to be it. And HellRaisers now 5-1. Dignitas with a big opening. Everyone except for Stico rotated out, but it wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, it's not quite there. And now they're going up against a HellRaisers that can afford to get incendiary nades, smoke nades, HEs every round. It's not going to get any easier here for Dignitas.
By the way, you notice that jungle spray AK from the Kirby has?
Yeah.
It's mine.
You gave that to him?
Yeah. I don't even know why. He messaged me yesterday and said, like, hey, that jungle spray AK, dude, like, are you using it for anything? Can I have it? Like, oh, yeah, I guess.
He actually, well, I mean, how much does that skin worth? Like 2 pence?
Nothing, yeah. It's completely, I don't know why he wanted it, so. And he never said it, so I was like, all right.
Oh no, he's a victim. We found another victim, Anders. He bet his skins.
Yeah, that's probably it. I probably, like, helped him, stay in this addiction. Well, LMBT going to be falling off here. Molotov goes out, and Angel sprays down. One tries to get a little bit more here. Kirby's down, and a second kill goes through. And that's the bomb drop as well. It's a really good job here for HellRaisers, making it work. AC could have been a mid-air headshot there for LMBT, but he's doing a really good job as the stand-in coach here. 10-1-4. Not bad.
That's when you can start saying, yeah, okay, buds. That's right. Listen to what I say, because when I get on the server, I start doing work. This is how it's done.
Yeah, next time they're like, yeah, we're not gonna listen. He's gonna remember this day.
That's what exactly. That's where LMBT just like walks up behind him and slaps him on the back of the head, just like, bro. I mean, this isn't looking very good, though, for Dignitas. They at least get a full buy, but Pimp has opted out of the AWP. Okay, this is their tactic. Just go straight out YOLO, try and take them by surprise. Turn of speed here from Dignitas, and so far it's working out great. Pimp with 2 kills and a 3rd one as well.
Yeah, that's a good way to shut down the whole push here. LMBT going to fall down as well. It's a quad kill for Pimp at the end here. And that's a nice way to bring it back onto the scoreboard. Now he's up to 5 total, 6-2, and Dignitas finally picking up a round here. HellRaisers, they've got the money for a buy, but if they lose this round, it's going to get a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
Double AWP.
Double AWP, that's the answer, it seems. Oscar and LMBT.
Even without Simple, it's working out just fine.
I'm really impressed with LMBT, though. I mean, sometimes you get this where it's just like, okay, I haven't played in a long time, and so... Yeah, it's looking like that smoke, man. You might be right.
Yeah, it's landing in the exact same spot, so...
They're forcing out so many nades, though. With these smokes, look at how... I mean, HellRaisers, they hardly have any nades left, and AC's already taken out LMBT. That opens up the B site. Nobody was there to back him up, and so Dignitas, they get a free bomb site out of this.
Oh, important kill there for MSL. That could have been the one sort of comeback into a round like that if Angel comes behind and ends up dropping a couple of people. Oscar doing a good job taking out one kill, and it could have been a second one there, but Kevin gonna be able to shut down Kucher, and that will be the round 6-3, and now HellRaisers. And money looking too good here.
And they're right back in the hole again. 2 rounds, that's all Dignitas had to do. And Dignitas, I think that they've finally gotten over it, right? They're like, okay, enough of this slow play. This isn't working for us. You know what we need to do? We need to change the pace. That was a great call by MSL. Sometimes that's all it's waiting for is knowing when to change gears. Yeah. When to go from, you know, that first to second gear, and you just slam it into 4th, 5th, 6th. I don't know how a car works, but, you know, they go fast, Anders. They go fast.
You're American. You know, the manual gear shift and stuff like that doesn't work so well, does it?
I've been living in Sweden long enough where it's like a car. What's that?
All right.
Who needs a car? We have excellent public transport.
Good shot there from Kirby. Second kill of the round for him. Of course, it's no armored targets he's fighting, so should be fairly easy for them to take out this round. Then indeed, it's looking good. Kucher, last man standing, deagle in hand, and trying to sneak close here. They spot him though, and he can't get it done. Kirby, triple kill. And it will be 6-4. I mean, I think that sort of the change of pace that you're talking about, it's also easier, or it's maybe even only possible to do it if you really have like that confidence. You know, you gotta just believe we are just better and we will just do it. And actually, Dignitas have sort of started to edge into the realm of those teams where sometimes it really seems like they are just like, they're not just sort of, you know, faking the confidence. They really have it sometimes. You know, there's like, well, you know, AC will just get the triple or quad kill and we'll win the round. So let's go. It's looking like they're sort of evolving as a team in that sense.
Pimp had his moment, maybe. I mean, that could be the man. You know, he doesn't only just put the rings on for his opponents. Maybe he had to reach across there. You know, give a quick love tap over the rest of his teammates. Let him know. I mean, this is a scary situation here for HellRaisers, though. Hasn't even been any real aggression out of Dignitas, and they already have no nades left. It's all going to come down to the rifle work for him. A little bit of information gained there. So they know that Oscar's waiting around here with an op. That's good information to have for Dignitas.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to fall back quite far away. Angel playing close with his back to Pop Dog, maybe a little bit scary, but again, he's in a position here where if they pop flash down, then he'll hear it and he can go back and try and shoot at them, so it's still a pretty good idea.
They're going for the same play, Dignitas. They're going for the fake onto B, get those nades out there. A kill from MSL is even better, and then just wrap onto A site. But again, now the shots are actually coming in here for HellRaisers. Kucher lurking around, just picks off Kirby, who's carrying the bomb. And now it's going to be down to Pimp and Schneider in a 2-on-4. Schneider doing good work. No damage taken. Gets a kill. Gets a second kill. Still alive.
Look at the patience on Angel back here. The bomb is back there with 20 seconds. He's going to go for it here. Schneider trying to fight, but Pimp can't even be of much help. Schneider almost dead. 19 seconds. They've got to make this work. Pimp right around the corner. Stiko and Schneider going to go down. Pimp going to go down. Stiko shooting him in the back, and that's going to be HellRaisers winning the round. I'm really impressed by Angel just sticking over here for such a long time. And generally speaking, also the fact that they managed to sort of stay in these two positions at the beginning in spite of that fake. That even had such a good start to get a kill as well. You know, that's usually the best way to sell it, but HellRaisers weren't impressed this time.
Well, HellRaisers, the one difference this time is that it wasn't just like the one-man or the two-man holding. They had 3 guys over on that site, holding on the B site, right? Because Oscar had rotated off IV. He went over to B site, so they had 3 guys there. So I think that's why HellRaisers were like, well, we don't actually need to move just yet because we still have 2 guys alive over there. And so Dignitas, unfortunately, they ran right into a counter. And what was that? Did Oscar just shoot his teammate?
He did shoot Angel in the back. I mean, luckily it wasn't a heavy hit there. But Angel still has got so much out of this. He's in T-main and realizing that no one's there. LMBT playing close with the Nova, but he's going to jump in between them, misses the shot. Oscar's here, though. Going to get one and a second one, too. Going to get the cross kill. It's so close, but it's not happening. He gets the 3rd kill anyway. Pimp going down. Kirby stuck back here in a 1 versus 4. Gets a kill, but down to 3 health. Great round from Oscar and a nice headshot from Kirby.
Jesus, that was glorious. Oh, Kirby! Not going to get the final one, though. Angel, he steps out just in time to get that kill. 3 kills from Kirby, though, in that round made it way too expensive for HellRaisers. And all of that despite Oscar's good work.
Yeah, I mean, that should have been a round that was much less expensive for HellRaisers, where they just come out with, you know, 3-4 people alive, but
what a save, though.
Oh, the AWP?
That was a fantastic save. I'm thinking that Angel's not going to have time to make it over there because Oscar died up on that train. But they knew that Pimp was up there long. I mean, that was a really good pick up there by HellRaisers. They wouldn't have had the money to buy a new one.
No, you're right. They wouldn't have. And Leading into the 13th round, it is sort of drawing towards the end here. 8-4 scoreline. If they can keep Dignitas on like 4 or 5 rounds, I think HellRaisers will have done a pretty good job here. So they're not that far off at the moment.
It's looking much better, that's for sure. Aggressive play. Once again, HellRaisers really banking on Dignitas going for the fast push onto the A site, which is one of the go-to strats for a lot of teams right now. That again, that turn of speed, right? You want to get out there, get out fast onto the A side. It's really hard to deal with if you do it right, that rush. And so HellRaisers putting 4 guys over on the A side early. Now they rotate the second man over. Now Stico's here to bolster the defense. And LMBT, he might be going aggressive here. He might be in for a bit of a sad time. Pimp is waiting around the corner.
Oh, that's bomb down. Second kill. Stico nearly with the triple spray down. Schneider and AC going to be left alone here and in a very tough position. Schneider very nearly dead. Just a single grenade throw away, it seems, or a shot from the AWP. And AC going to be left up here in a 1 versus 4. He goes down as well. Triple kill. Again, the coach just coming in huge right now.
Yeah, he's doing such good work. Glad to see that he still has it as well, because I mean, LMBT used to play CSGO back in the day.
Yeah.
So, one of the first guys to switch over, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, the fact that LMBT, he's still got it in him, but then there's that other way, you know, where it's just like, okay, you may not be playing, but you're still watching CSGO, talking CSGO, breathing CSGO. I mean, after that, it's all down to the muscle memory, and that can stick around for a while. But now, okay, here it is. Dignitas, they decided it's time to change things up, and LMBT messing up a little bit of a nade there. That could have been real valuable. A lot of damage dodged by Dignitas.
Schneider and AC are dropping a bit low. We'll see if they can get past this smoke flashbang through. Stico hiding in the corner, and they haven't spotted him, but it's Dignitas picking up the first 2 kills. Finally, a bit of a return, and the second one as well. Stico picking up 2, turning 180, and nearly getting that kill. Oscar going to pick it up instead. Now it's Schneider and Kierbu left here. 2 people versus HellRaisers, who have Angel and Oscar, and a bit of a grenade there, actually. Not too bad at all. See if they can pick up that bomb and put it down and put the pressure back on HellRaisers. Otherwise, this round, if it goes to HellRaisers, it's going to be a huge one for them.
Does Oscar know that the bomb is out there, though? Seems like right now they're just afraid to push forward, HellRaisers, without knowing if that bomb is getting planted or not. Now they know. Angel gets that Molotov. That's going to force Schneider out into the open. And now it comes down to Kierby, and they have a good idea of where he's playing from as well. They step in together. Such key. That's the key right there as well, is that HellRaisers, they don't go in one at a time. I mean, sure, he saw Oscar a little bit faster than he saw Angel, but they step in together, kill off Kierby. That's some great communication and teamwork coming in on HellRaisers for that retake.
A very, very big round there. Dignitas, they did get the bomb plant, so they can buy pretty well, but otherwise HellRaisers there, I mean, that could have been the way back in. 9-6, I think. Then Dignitas have a really good, foundation to play the second half off of. Even if they lose the pistol at 9-6, they really still make it back. They have been proving themselves really good on CT side as well lately. So 10 rounds so far here for the newly rostered HellRaisers team. Feels like it might just be enough, especially if they can pick up this next round here, and they've got a really good setup for it. They can sneak around the back. Oscar going to pick up a kill, and Stico still playing very closely here. They got a little bit of backup. Oscar jumping up on the train, looking for the shot, and he legs. I think it's Schneider all the way in the back there. 3 versus 4.
Oh man, and then Angel feeling the pressure, decides to press through that smoke. That's going to cost him big time here, and HellRaisers are now down to LMBT. He's been spotted. He tries to get off that ladder fast enough. That could have been close, but not going to work. And Dignitas, they just get those key frags. That's why it's so... That A-rush is so dangerous. It's just, look at that. It's so fast. It's so in your face. And if you miss one shot or you step out just a little bit too far, like we saw with Oscar, you know, you're gone, and that's it. Dignitas, they have control of the site.
The reason why I thought this was going to be a really good round is because they had 2 players here, HellRaisers, and obviously the push was coming down through Popdog and it was coming out through main. So what I thought was, all right, maybe this guy can stick around and just wait while the other guy pushes up and sort of tries to backstab quick, and obviously that leaves 3 people somewhere over here on the A-bomb site. But I thought maybe they would try and flank them really quickly, and they kind of didn't. The people playing that B-bomb site slowed down a little bit too much maybe and try to rotate back through C-connector. So missed opportunity perhaps. But either way, 10-5 still seems like a decent enough scoreline here for HellRaisers. Question is if they can just find the last 6 here on the second half. Winning the pistol now might just give them what they need.
Yeah, they're right back. I mean, this is still fairly even, you're right. Winning that pistol, if HellRaisers win it, it's going to be very tough for Dignitas, but if Dignitas can pick it up, then we're probably looking at, 8-10. They win the first buy round, and then they're right back in this game. Pretty even score. At that point, you'd put HellRaisers behind. So This is at the moment, and what do we have bought? Team Dignitas now going for a few more Kevlar, now that they swapped over to the CT side. 2 guys with utility, Schneider picking up that kit. And over on HellRaisers' side, Angel going for the CZ on the offense. That's interesting. Why wouldn't he go Tech 9?
I don't know. That is a bit rare. Not too often we get to see that, especially if he's going to be spamming long range like that.
What? That's...
You really don't have the bullets to do that. Well, Pimp and MSL are holding in this bomb site here. See if they can land some good USPS shots. Lately in pistol rounds, I feel like ESEA has been such a good force on this team.
Absolutely. He's been doing great work, and there we go. Pimp actually trying to get that shot. He's going to get dinked down to 12. He gets overwhelmed. Now it's going to come down to MSL. He dunks a nade in there, and there it is. AC starts to chime in. MSL hears the steps, knows that somebody's close. Not going to help him, though. But luckily, AC is there, and could be picking up the final. No, Angel is still around.
With that CSET 75, and he gets a kill, but runs out. I'm wondering if that's like a misbuy or something.
Yeah, but like maybe, yeah, exactly. He was like practicing with it or something like that, because on T side, like the CZ, we usually see it where it's just like you're waiting around an angle, right? And you mow down 2 guys, or it's like you wait till they get really close quarters. But if you have to go and hunt and take fights, and maybe even like long range fights, yeah, you'd be thinking the Glock or the Tech 9 over the CZ, especially on T side where it's just like you really need all the bullets. You're probably spraying a lot, you know, just trying to force the CTs back around corners, force ways onto a site. So if you're limited by how many bullets you have, again, that doesn't really seem super strong. But
I mean, maybe if you're rushing a particular position where you kind of feel like there's a good chance someone's going to be there, it would make sense to buy it. But they weren't even doing that. They were just sort of like, he was creeping into main early on and taking a couple of shots through. Match just paused here. I'm not sure what the reason is.
We dropped a guy in the last round. So
all right.
But I mean, I think that, yeah, freeze time exactly. I think that he was already dead, so it's not like it's the end of the world or anything. We should be good to go, and the countdown has begun once again, guys, so we will be getting into this, and it's going to be the full buy coming out from Dignitas. So they've achieved their goal, at least in the second half. Pick up that pistol. Now they have to survive the force buy, and it's a great force buy as well. They've actually got that AK on Angel.
Yeah, and that'll be interesting to see if that's going to make the big difference here.
Look at the sacrifice being made by LMBT Anders. That's a coach right there.
Yeah.
Anything for the team.
In spite of the fact that he's at least was close to top fragging before he got disconnected here, but I think he was at 15, 16.
Yeah, he was. Oh, yeah, he's taking a hit for the team. He's got Kevlar. So basically what he's thinking is, great, Angel, you know what? We believe in you. Go take those fights. Take those peaks. Angel takes a bullet to the face. He's like, sweet, got my AK back. And I love Kevlar, too.
Be ready for it. I won't be ready for pick it up. I hope that. But what have we got here? From us, M4. I mean, Dignitas also seem like they're ready for this kind of force-up. They haven't invested heavily into SMGs. It's not like one of those Fnatic 3, 4 SMG buys here. They see it coming. Only Pimp has one. And it looks like it might be a bit of a B hit coming into it. MSL close, and then there's Pimp with that MP7. Not the best weapon to deal with a lot of people close range.
Especially not. If they've got like Tech 9s, this is going to get really nasty. And you can see he gets 1 kill out of it. He loses his teammate MSL, and it's almost like, what the hell? He actually flips around, gets a kill. He could be going for more, but then Oscar shuts him down. Oscar with 2, making this a bit more expensive for Dignitas, but now this is the danger moment, where it has passed, rather. It's the fact that Dignitas now, with that man advantage, with the rifles, they don't need to get close. They can just flush them out, and Kjerby finds the last kill. And now you see the SMGs come out. Now you see the MP9s. Now they know, okay, HellRaisers, they're not going to have that money.
A bit scary, though. I mean, I think Oscar ended up picking actually 3 kills with the Deagle there, so it's one of those rounds that is still a bit expensive.
How does Angel only have $100? Did he kill himself? How would that have happened? Did we miss that in the melee?
I don't know. Something definitely happened. We've got some MP9 action here on AC. Pistol out. Not going to be able to get the 4th kill there, but still pretty good job on his part. And MSL going to come in and clean up here. So no big issue. MP9's getting a lot of money. I kind of understand why some of them bought MP9s, but it feels like when 3 people do it, there's almost no way. Like, some of them are bound to not, get the money, basically.
Yeah.
It almost feels like just buy 2 and let those 2 people be aggressive, and then everyone else has an M4. And if the people MP9s die, then so be it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Such a small investment to be made, but you still have to get kills to make it back, even if you are getting $600 per frag versus the 300 you'd get with a rifle or a pistol. Let's see, full buy coming in from HellRaisers, and this is the second hurdle now for Team Dignitas. If they win this one, they're right back into this. They could just tie it up at 10-10, and then HellRaisers, they're going to be in a very deep hole. HellRaisers, they're going to be relying on that AWP once again. Oscar, he's carrying it. It's not LMBT.
Speaking of LMBT, he is really close to Pop Dog here, trying to see if he can spray down through, and AC is right underneath, and it's perfectly possible to get some really good shots on through. AC not moving an inch. Oh, it's scary here.
This man is made of stone, Anders. He's a statue. It's like in Doctor Who, right? You know, you look away, you close your eyes, then boom, AC's in your face. You're done.
That's a horrifying episode.
I know, man. That, out of all of the Doctor Who episodes, that Angel one, man, that scared the crap out of me.
AC, Schneider gonna pick up a kill there, and AC does go down, but a nice turnaround from Schneider defending Pop Dog, and it's gonna be a triple kill overall here for the Swedish player. So a very good job indeed. It's gonna bring it back to 9-10. And HellRaisers had a lot riding on this one round. It feels like Dignitas are entering that mode where they're just not so easily going to let go of the game.
They're channeling the old Dignitas. That freight train moment where all of a sudden they swap over to CT side and then they just look indomitable. Like they struggle to get T side rounds, but then they have such good aim that on the CT side, they just lock down bomb sites. They're not afraid to take these fights. Schneider, as we saw, right, just charging in, wreaking havoc.
Yeah, fetish old Dignitas, you're right. I wonder where Fetish is these days. AC, going to be picking up a couple of kills here. Schneider also chiming in to finish off that one, and Angel going to be the last man left, and he goes down to Pimp, so that's going to equalize the score at 10-10. HellRaisers is going to be able to buy this time around. At least they should probably force up even. Yeah, there we go. Rest with money as well. Dignitas, they have a pretty mean bank as well. Schneider with almost 10,000. That's a problem.
It's a very similar situation to what we saw in the last half, though, right? Where at about this point as well, where, you know, HellRaisers, they were starting to get money. They were floating around 10,000 on a couple people, but then Dignitas took 2 rounds in a row, put HellRaisers into that really awkward spot where they were forced into an eco. Now, HellRaisers have that chance. They have that same chance. If they can win this round right here, they can start putting some pressure on Dignitas. If Dignitas win this one, let alone if they keep a couple people alive with this win, it's going to get real tough for HellRaisers. But there we go. That's the kind of shot that's necessary. Angel just catching out AZ.
Yeah, the timing was perfect because they literally just put a smoke up there to bloom that she was sort of shooting. Really good timing, and that's such a common smoke, the one that goes down here by Pop Dog. Everybody does it, and you know, it's hard to find a way to play around it.
I'm thinking Oscar's feeling a little nervous, though, because that's the second time he's taken a shot when he's spotted a teammate and not an opponent. So with that AWP, so might be an indication that he's wound a little tight. But I mean, big opportunity for him. Just recently added to the team, all that jazz.
Well, look at this. Kirby's going to be peeking in this really long range, so when you see nobody here, it's a big indication that something is up in MSL, coupled with the flashbangs. Now, Dignitas should know, but a great opening kill here. Stiko going to get one, but he loses a teammate in LMPT, and now it's going to be MSL with a good double kill there. Schneider swapping for an AWP, but bomb not planted yet either.
That was the moment, but there it is. He bought just enough time for Kirby to move in and be that backstab player. And now what the issue is that they know where Kirby's playing from. They needed Schneider to stay alive there. Kirby's setting up with the Molotov to the back of the bomb train, but that's not going to matter when Oscar's holding up tight. He's up on top of the train, so Kirby, you're going to get, exactly. You're not even going to spot him. Oscar's going to be able to land that shot, no problem. Look at that. Just totally dejected.
Yeah.
He's given up. That's an Eeyore kind of sitting position right there. Oh. That was a Mr. Pooh reference for anybody wondering.
I was thinking more like, you know, it's the weekend, it's early in the morning, tell your drunken friend, like, just sit right here, I'll be back, I'll get a taxi, and then you come back and that's how they sleep. You know? Something like that. 11-10 currently. HellRaisers with a really big round. And look at this, charging on through, jumping and shooting. It will be Stiko picking up the kill, but he's on 3 health and got to be a little bit careful. They are in on the bomb side, though, to try and put it down, and the grenade going to rain out. Will do a little bit of damage onto Pip. Nice shot from Oscar mid-air. And takes out AZ. And once again, Schneider is thinking about coming up from behind, but if this mission isn't successful, and it isn't Angel going to take him out, then that puts an end to any kind of a retake.
No. They still got 2 kills out of this, but again, similar situation to what happened to HellRaisers on their side. And if they lose these guns, this is a big problem for Dignitas. They need to stay alive at all costs. But Pimp, he's going to be hard-pressed. 2 players are going to be pushing him. Angel hunting. That bomb could not go off fast enough right now. Pimp, point blank. What happened?
He literally took the ladder and flew over his crosshairs. That's what happened. He simply laddered up and sort of went over. That was great. I wish we could see that from a different angle.
I do as well. Because that was really awkward from Pimp. All of a sudden, it's just like, peekaboo!
Yep.
It'd be like one of those scary movies, the jump moment, right? Where it's, you know, the person's looking in the binoculars off into the distance, and then just like the clown pops up in front of him or some horrible thing like that. Clowns are terrifying, Anders.
The only movie I could think of where that happens right now, where like someone's like staring off into the distance, it's like the Quest for the Holy Grail by Monty Python, where the guy's charging the castle, and if like forever he's really far away, and suddenly he's there anyway.
Yeah.
That's not exactly a scary movie, but still.
I fart in your general direction.
LBT gone down. It's Stico to fall next. Kucha is going as well, and Angel and Oscar, the last two people alive here. 2 versus 3, an important kill for Angel, but it might not be enough. He's still alone versus 2 people. Had a chance for a headshot then, but he's cornered in here. He's not got the bomb, and he's out of grenades as well, so a very tough position to him to fight his way out of. He could have maybe even got killed then.
There might still be an angle here. Pim takes the shot. Angel trying to rush through, but MSL was ready and waiting. In-game leaders facing off, and in the end, it's going to be MSL coming out on top. 13 frags to his name, as we can see on the scoreboard. It's AC. He's doing, well, all the work, it seems, right now. If you manage to remove AC, you're in good position on HellRaisers' side. It's so good to see AC just continue to sit at the top of the scoreboard, though. Like, match after match after match for Dignitas. You really seem to be able to count on this guy to get work done.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be just a long time spent in the trenches, it seems, you know, building on that consistency, trying to get the confidence up, make sure that, you know, it's pretty much every game, as you said, not just a couple of games a week. So he's put in some hard work, it seems. MSL falling back to a safer position to take down Oscar first, and next in line Kucha. AZ coming in here with an M4 in hand and shooting at a teammate a little bit here. That's uncalled for.
What a brute. What a savage. And now LMBT is the last man. Surprise, surprise, he takes out MSL, but that's probably all he's going to get, although he is clicking, he's still here. Thought for a moment there he'd manage to pick up, it looked like AC or Schneider, one or the other, but they're not going to manage it, and it's tied up once again, 12-12, and Dignitas, it's almost just like a carbon copy of the last half, actually. And what we're seeing right now, how it's playing out. HellRaisers win a couple of rounds, and then Dignitas, they come back into it. They break HellRaisers' eco, and this could be another moment where HellRaisers just decide it's time and run away with the game.
Yeah, they need that right now, I feel like, because Dignitas are doing a fairly good job here, and it's another eco round coming out of HellRaisers. No armor and just pistols. And if Dignitas get out of this round with everybody alive, then they'll have a decent bank going forward, and that could be the big problem then for HellRaisers. Then they need to start pulling together consecutive rounds. Oh, Pimp. Oh, he gets the kill anyway. The timing for that unscope was a bit tricky.
That's when you, if you are the one unscoping, right, you're just banging your fist on the table like, damn it. Always works that way. That's why I don't op.
Cursed. Oh, look at this. Nice creep up there and just sneaking on top of the train and almost killing AZ with a Glock long range as well. It's a tricky play.
That's a bit of a tell, though. That's something that they have to be careful with, because Pimp, I saw Pimp do the same thing that AC just did, shooting out the windows and sniper. That's, you gotta be a bit careful about doing that too consistently. Because if people see the windows shot out, then they might know, okay, wait, somebody's up there.
Yeah, you're right. Small tells like that can definitely result in some lost rounds if the other team catches on. Yeah.
But I mean, you watch a demo, right, and you see Pimp, AC, several people doing that on Dignitas' side. If you're HellRaisers, you come back into it, you watch the demo, and you're like, maybe just a small thing that you would take note of for the future.
Current scoreline 13-12, and the 11th round of the second half coming up here. And Dignitas, they do come out of that round with a lot of people still left alive as Pimp picks up the first shot there on Oscar. Big player gone down on that other team, and now what can they do to make up for it? I think they need to win this round. Otherwise, I think the chances that they get back in is really, really slim. Like, even now, if they lose this round, Dignitas, they'll still be able to buy.
Yeah.
But if they come out of this one with a healthy economy, then I mean, in the second half, HellRaisers have only managed to ever put 2 rounds together, and that's it. So now they need to do more than that.
This is, I mean, basically Dignitas, if they don't get a plant, before winning the round, they need to get the bomb plant to at least guarantee some money, and they're going to get that done. HellRaisers going towards that inner site. Bit easier to get that bomb plant down. That was so key, but now Pimp is going to be able to move in, take out Angel. AC with the backstab, though. He's going to have a field day. They line up for him, but he still gets caught. Kucher point blank with the AWP. We'll pick it up, but that was really close, and the damage is already done. LMBT, no joy for him. Just...
Yeah,
I mean, he looks fabulous, but it's not going to happen for him.
And that's the most we can say, right? Most looking
Look at that.
good there. And the problem is, I mean, I can't really blame him too much, but there's really no reason for him to even run here, because even if he gets in and doesn't get killed by Pimp, guy's diffusing all the way back here, and you can't do anything to stop it. Even if you had a Molotov, you couldn't throw it far. I mean, you could throw this far, but it wouldn't kill the guy in time. He would already be diffusing for a couple of seconds, so it would be irrelevant. If you had an HE grenade and that guy was on 3 health, maybe, but he was still in a 1 versus 3, so it's just like, the most he could have done there was lost his rifle.
Yeah, just needlessly. Could have been a full set of nades to work with. A little bit of the wall bang going out, though. Sometimes that does actually work, does seem to do some damage. We've seen it work in the past. There it is, peek of it. What? Okay then, Stiko, that was sick. Great flick. Schneider brings it back for Dignitas, gets a kill onto LMBT over at T-Main, but that, I thought he was dead 100% there, Stiko.
Yeah.
That was a sick kill.
Yeah, it looked like he would have heard the jump as well, and then still, he just managed to do that. AC and Schneider picking up some big kills here. Bomb has gone down, but look at the shots through, all the way down to 14 health. Now, Kucher on the ramp, trying to see if he can make it work. He gets a nice damage in there on Schneider and takes him out, but now it will be Stiko alone here. You know, 1 versus 2, and they are so close, going to be up the ladder, and somehow AC looking the wrong way. I have no idea what that was. Stiko trying to get in here, but Kirby's down there defusing, and not going to be too good, I reckon, here. Stiko missing the spray, and ends up being a diffused bomb there. The glitch on GoTV making it sound like it was going to be different, but 15-12 favoring Dignitas, 28 kills on AC. Upsetting couple of rounds here, I feel like, for HellRaisers, where they've been very close.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, at least they're getting bomb plants. There we go. Yeah, that was very nice. MSL caught asleep. Yeah, it just keeps. We keep saying that though, you know, Anders. It's just like they're so close. They're so close, but they just can't seem to go like pound for pound on the frags right now. At least they get the bomb plant. They get a better buy. Oscar's got his AWP. This is it for HellRaisers. But Dignitas are not going to have any pressure on them now that they've at least guaranteed overtime. They need one more round to win this. All the pressure on HellRaisers, and they don't have all the nades that they need for a full execute or anything of the sort. MSL this time not to get caught out. He catches Angel, trying to sneak his way onto that lower site.
I mean, this is all looking very good. There's also minimal grenades on HellRaiser's side, so, I mean, a lot of fakes won't be happening. They just don't have the grenades for it. They could just do an execute on the bomb site, but either way, they need a way back into to the round here. Stiko pushed up, past the smoke, looking for a headshot on someone, but not able to hit it just yet.
And in the meantime, Schneider with that AWP wins the duel versus Oscar. And this is where it starts to fall apart for HellRaisers. They're just getting picked off one at a time. Nice kill there by Kucher, but now he steps out. Great second frag, taking out AC and Schneider both. MSL, though, will take out his teammate Stuko, so it's going to come down to LMBT and Kucher both, and Kirby rotates in, at just the right time. Kucher doing the best that he can, will die in a hail of bullets, and it will be a clean victory here for Dignitas in the end. Their CT side just too good. They didn't get all that many rounds on the T side. They only got 5 in the end, 10-5, but then going on to CT, it just looked like easy street for them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was, but HellRaisers, they never really find the right formula there. They were on the B bomb side a lot. They got in there, they got the bomb down. They even got, like, you know, 3 versus 3, but then they couldn't hold on to anything.
No.
So you know, just good job getting onto B, but they needed more of a plan afterwards, I think.
Well, I mean, new roster.
Yeah.
2 new players.
So,
I mean, and a stand-in. They didn't even have Simple. They had LMBT. So I mean, yes, it's their coach, but I mean, when you're getting onto T side, the communication needs to be so on point, so rapid.
In light of that, I'd actually say it's a pretty good job for them, right? I mean, they're still a respectable effort there. They got a chance to show themselves a bit. Oscar, I think, still showing some of that quality, but even if he was a little bit nervous, maybe still doing pretty well.
That's putting Dignitas up into. I mean, they're just slowly climbing up the ladder right now. Dignitas is actually sitting in 5th.
I mean, currently they're going to be 4-1, right?
Yeah.
So they're actually going to beat out Dignitas and TSM and Envy.
It's just looking really grim for HellRaisers. HellRaisers right now. I mean, they're deep into like relegation zone, 10th in the league. They're going to be 1-4 now. I mean, it's not going to be. It's really going to be a rough end to the season for them if they can't get their stuff together. But Dignitas, I'm so glad to see them actually sitting up there. I mean, they're ahead of NIP, they're ahead of Virtus Pro.
And HellRaisers could really use a qualification for this tournament, just because I mean they didn't qualify for the major either in a kind of a shocking fashion. So yeah, there would be a lot to win for them there. But guys, the night is not going to be over just yet. We've obviously got Fnatic and SK playing. If you haven't missing any of the results, like we're talking about, Dignitas doing pretty well. If you've missed any of it, then definitely go and check out the Score Esports, which also you can download at iOS and Android. It's right there, guys. Download them on your phone, the application, and keep up with all things esports and also, you know, articles and stuff like that. So definitely go do that, and you can maybe check it out in the break, which we've got coming up in about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back with SK and Fnatic.